Hi, welcome to my studio. I haven't really made much of an effort for you. Don't really care, to be honest with you. I've got 10 questions here from Cheryl Dunn. Just sort of questions, really. Here we go. They're really good questions. Number one. How did you come to work in radio, even though you graduated in French and Italian? At my university, we had a cracking radio station, so I knew all along that I was going to train myself on University Radio Exeter whilst getting my degree. My degree was a bit of a sham, to be honest. Last couple of years at uni, I did 7 to midnight on Devon Air and Plymouth Sound for 30 quid a night on the heart and soul of Devon. How did I get that job? The student radio station had an FM licence for a couple of weeks in 1991. Devon Air wasn't up to much. They heard me, they offered me a job, and the rest is something. Question number 2. If you weren't working in radio, writing books or columns, what career path would you have chosen? God, so long ago to even think about that now. Don't know. I put that on my UCA form, if you remember what they are, that I was going to be an interpreter. But that really was just to impress the admissions officer at Exeter University. Number 3, do you consider your job a 24/7 role due to social networking? And do you manage a good balance between work and family because of these sites? Sam, do I spend enough time with you?
Yes.
Everything's 24/7 now, isn't it? You know? It's just the life. There's one show on the air, there's one show off the air. That's the way it is. Number 4, have you ever been starstruck when meeting and interviewing a celebrity for the first time, and if so, who? No. Absolutely not. Number 5, who are the most difficult or rude celebs you've worked with, and if you had to give them one piece of advice about their attitude, what would it be? Oh, Sam, you want to answer, do you? Go on.
Danny Minogue.
I've not met her. Mummy has.
Well,
Will Young had an attitude last time, and Steve Coogan was just awful. They both suffered the consequence because I never put their tape out. So my advice would be that I do this show day in, day out. You are on my show. I will be here tomorrow. You will not. So you play by my rules, not yours, unless you are a real star like Shearer. Yes, Sam?
Paul Collingwood.
Paul Collingwood? No, he wasn't difficult. There was just an issue. Are you sure you're holding that camera straight? Number 6, given your popularity and the phrase you either love him or hate him, how do you feel you connect with your audience, especially the ones who hate you but always listen to see if you read out their angry texts on the air? What's the answer to that question? Well, look, a lot of radio is really bland. Just travel up and down the country. We're saying stuff, we're doing stuff. I know that. And my job's to polarise opinions. And I don't really care if people like or hate me. I just care that they listen. And they do. So, sorry if that's disappointing or conceited, but that's what I care about. Number 7, where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Port Douglas, Queensland. That's it. Yes, Sam?
Old Grandad Hotel.
Old Grandad Hotel? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Keep that thing straight. What's this? How can you ensure the Tony Hall in the Morning radio show stays at the top of its game? And what do you have in place or up your sleeve? Who can tell? Who can tell? I don't have any plan except to keep doing what we're doing and to keep saying stuff and keep preparing your brain. Every day you prepare your brain, storing information. And the day that you stop preparing, you'll probably, fall off the apple cart or whatever the metaphor is. Number 9, if there's one thing you would change in your life from the time you graduated to the present day, what would it be? I have no idea. Too many things. Sorry.
Just say one.
Just say one. I just don't know, really. There's not enough time in life, that's for sure. Number 10, a most important question. What are your bad habits and those of your co-presenters on the show? I'm pretty much perfect, I think. Anna's got too many faults to mention, and Joel, don't even get me started on Joel. And Junior, well, next drag act in the waiting, I think. I think the honest answer to that question is that I always say to the guys, everybody can have the same level of work ethic and preparation, even though they've got a different level of ability, and I think that's the thing. And probably the worst thing is that if we went for a drink down the pub, you'd probably think that I was the most boring man alive, because of doing my talking on the radio. And my talking's done. So, any more questions? Send them over to me and I'll see if I can be bothered to answer them. We're done.
Red button.
Red button, Sam.